Right. So you know that feeling when like a tiny pebble on the highway decides to target your windshield?
Yeah.
Happens to everyone, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it's not really about the crack itself. It's more about what we do about it.
Right.
And that's why today we are doing a deep dive into auto glass by Jerry.
Okay.
This is a car window repair business in Rockwall, Texas. And you might be surprised at what makes this local business stand out besides,
right,
fixing those pesky chips and cracks.
Well, and one of the things that's so fascinating about Auto Glass by Jerry is that right off the bat, they're not just slapping any replacement glass in.
Right.
They emphasize using OEM glass, and that's kind of a big deal.
Okay, now you've got me curious.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw that term on their website, OEM glass. But for someone like me, who, honestly, car parts, not my area of expertise.
Sure.
What is the big deal about, I guess it stands for original equipment manufacturer, right?
Right, original equipment manufacturer.
Is that just like a fancy term they use, or is there really something to it?
It's not just jargon.
Okay.
It's really about safety and your wallet, ultimately.
Okay.
So OEM glass is designed to meet your car's exact safety standards, which means that it works seamlessly with things like your airbags.
Right.
It's going to provide the optimal impact resistance.
Sure.
If you start using non-OEM glass, it's kind of like, substituting a crucial ingredient in a recipe.
Right.
It might look similar,
Right.
but it could really compromise that final result.
Got it.
Which in this case is your safety. And then, down the road when you decide to sell your car, having that OEM glass, it's really a mark of quality.
Yeah.
And it can actually boost your car's value.
It's like the difference between a handcrafted item, versus like a mass-produced knockoff.
Exactly.
People can spot that. People who know can spot it right away.
Absolutely.
And speaking of things that stand out, Jerry's website really emphasizes this whole local family-owned aspect.
Yeah.
They've been serving North Texas since 2000, which, wow.
Right.
That's a long time.
Yeah. They're really putting down roots.
They even mentioned being a Christian business. I don't know. Do you think that resonates with people, or is that just kind of marketing?
It's interesting. I think it's definitely more than just marketing. I think, this whole preference for local businesses like Jerry's, it speaks to this growing desire for authenticity, for that personal connection, especially in this world that's, often dominated by these faceless corporations.
Totally.
And I think people are just naturally drawn to businesses that feel like a part of their community.
Right. It's that support your neighbor kind of thing.
Exactly.
Which kind of brings us to their customer reviews.
Yeah. What about those?
And wow. These are glowing reviews.
Really glowing, yeah.
One person even said that they came out the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, is that even possible?
That's impressive.
It's almost unheard of these days.
It is. Yeah, speed is definitely impressive.
Yeah.
But you know what I think is even more interesting?
What's that?
It's the substance of these reviews.
Okay.
Like, they consistently praise Jerry's professionalism, your willingness to go the extra mile.
Yeah.
Like, I was reading one where they hand-delivered a receipt to a customer who had lost theirs.
Really?
Yeah.
That's above and beyond.
It really is.
Wow.
And it suggests that they're focused on building those long-term relationships, not just, these quick transactions.
Right. Get you in, get you out.
Exactly. And that's a powerful differentiator in today's market.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
They're not just fixing windshields, they're building trust.
Exactly.
And let's be real.
Yeah.
No one wants to waste their precious time stuck in some dingy waiting room flipping through old magazines.
Yeah. The worst.
I feel like Jerry's gets that because they offer free mobile service.
They do.
And they'll even handle, those dreaded insurance claims directly.
Oh, that's huge.
Right.
Too. Yeah.
That's a big one.
In our fast-paced world, I mean, convenience is king these days.
Yeah.
And Jerry's totally taps into that.
For sure.
By eliminating all that hassle.
Right.
They come to you.
Right.
They deal with the insurance companies directly.
Right.
They're basically saying, we've got this.
Right.
You focus on your day.
Exactly. And you know what? Speaking of them coming to you, I noticed on their website, they also mentioned window motor and regulator replacement.
Right.
Yeah. That always sounded kind of like a mysterious part of the car to me. Like, can you shed some light on what a window regulator even does and why it's important?
Yeah, so you're right. The window regulator, it doesn't really get much attention until it stops working.
Right, exactly.
And then suddenly you're stuck with a window that won't budge.
Yes, exactly.
So basically it's the mechanism that moves your window up and down. And it's powered by a motor. So it's kind of like, I don't know, the behind-the-scenes crew.
Right. I like
for your car windows.
I like that analogy, the behind-the-scenes crew.
Right. They're essential. But often overlooked until something goes wrong.
Until they go on strike, then you're in trouble.
Exactly.
So Jerry's isn't just about the windshield then. They're tackling those kind of hidden components too.
Exactly. They're positioning themselves as that one-stop shop for all of your car window needs. So from minor repairs to those more complex fixes that, you might not even know about until they become a problem.
Right, exactly.
And, remember those glowing customer reviews?
Oh, yeah.
I was looking, and several actually mentioned Jerry's going above and beyond for those kinds of things, too.
It's interesting.
Like, even those small acts of kindness really solidify their reputation for customer service.
Yeah, it's like choosing a local bakery over, the supermarket chain.
Right.
You might pay a little bit more.
Yeah.
But the quality, the care.
Absolutely.
The personal touch.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference.
Big time.
And speaking of the personal touch, I did notice that one review mentioned Jerry's being insurance approved.
Oh, right.
With no shop fees.
Interesting.
Which, that sounds like music to any car owner's ears.
Absolutely.
Especially when, just dealing with insurance in general can feel like navigating a maze.
It really can.
It's so complicated.
It is.
But they seem to have figured that out.
They do. And I think they understand the headache that those insurance claims can be.
Right.
So they've really streamlined the process. They're certified to file those claims directly with the insurance companies. So they're taking that burden off your shoulders.
Yeah, that's what I call adding value.
Right.
It's like having a personal assistant who handles all the paperwork while you get to sit back and relax.
Exactly.
But it's not just about the convenience, is it?
No, absolutely not.
They really seem to prioritize safety, which, when you think about it, safety is paramount when it comes to car windows.
It is. You're absolutely right.
It's not just about, aesthetics.
It's a safety feature.
Right, exactly. And their website, they explicitly state that they use only, and I quote, the best quality OE glass.
Right.
Which really highlights their commitment to using top-notch material.
Absolutely.
It shows that they understand that a windshield, it's not just a piece of glass.
It's not, no.
It's a crucial safety feature, especially in an accident.
Absolutely.
So they're not just fixing cracks, they're potentially saving lives by using the best possible materials.
Right, and I think that's a really powerful message. That resonates far beyond just a simple repair job.
Totally.
It speaks to their dedication to the well-being of their customers.
Right.
Which, as we've seen, that's a recurring theme.
It is,
in those glowing customer reviews.
Right, for sure.
It seems like they've managed to build this really loyal following by consistently exceeding expectations.
For sure.
And that says a lot about their integrity.
Right.
It's about doing things the right way, even when no one's watching.
It's like that old saying, a reputation is built over time, not overnight.
That's right.
And they seem to have built a really solid one.
They really have.
So we've got a local business, deep community ties, rave reviews praising their speed, affordability, exceptional customer service. Plus, they're committed to quality, to safety.
Right. Using only the best materials.
Yep.
I don't know. I think what's so fascinating here is how they've managed to turn something as, seemingly mundane as car window repair into something that people are genuinely excited about.
They've cracked the code.
Right.
So to speak.
I like it. On
creating a successful business.
Yeah.
By putting the customer first.
Exactly.
It really is.
Putting that customer at the center of everything, and it shows.
It really does.
It really does.
Yeah, it's a good reminder.
Yeah.
That even in this, in this age of giant corporations and online services and stuff, it's easy to forget that those local businesses are even out there.
It is.
But I don't know, I kind of like that. That personal touch. It makes a difference.
It really does.
Like choosing a local bakery instead of just going to the big supermarket chain.
Absolutely. You might pay a little bit more.
Right.
But the quality and the care.
Right.
It really shines through.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking with Jerry's.
Yeah.
And, speaking of that personal touch, one of the reviews I was looking at even mentioned that Jerry's is insurance approved with no shop fees.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which, let's be real, that sounds like music to any car owner's ears.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially because dealing with insurance can be such a pain.
Tell me about it.
Right.
It's like navigating a maze sometimes.
Yes.
With all the paperwork and the phone calls.
So complicated.
It is.
But Jerry seems to have figured it out.
They really do. And,
I think it speaks to their commitment to that customer-first mentality.
Right.
They understand the headache that insurance claims can be.
Right.
So they've streamlined the process.
Right.
They're certified to file those claims directly with the insurance companies.
Right.
So they're basically taking that burden off your shoulders.
No, that's what I call adding value, Right. It's like having a personal assistant that handles all the paperwork while you just, sit back and relax.
Exactly.
But it's not just about the convenience though, right?
No, absolutely not.
I mean, they also really seem to prioritize safety, which, when you think about it, safety is so important.
It is paramount.
Especially when it comes to car windows.
Especially with car windows. You're absolutely right. It's not just about aesthetics. It's really a safety feature.
It is. It's a safety feature first and foremost.
And on their website, they even explicitly state that they use only, and I quote, the best quality OE glass.
Wow.
Which really highlights their commitment to using top-notch materials.
Absolutely.
They understand a windshield is not just a piece of glass.
It's not.
It's a crucial safety feature.
It is.
Especially in an accident.
So
they're not just fixing cracks, they're potentially saving lives.
Right, exactly.
By using the best possible materials.
And I think that's a powerful message that resonates,
It is.
Beyond just the repair job itself.
Totally.
It speaks to their dedication to the well-being of their customers.
Right.
Which, we see that reflected.
We do. In those glowing customer testimonials, they've built a really loyal following.
They have.
By consistently exceeding expectations.
Yeah, and that says a lot about a business, I think.
It does.
Yeah.
It speaks volumes about their integrity.
Right.
It's about doing things the right way even when no one's watching.
Right. It's like that old saying, a reputation is built over time, not overnight.
Exactly.
And it seems like they've built a really solid one.
They really have, yeah. They've clearly put in the work.
Yeah, so we've got a local business with deep community ties, rave reviews, people raving about their speed, the affordability, their exceptional customer service.
It's impressive.
Plus, this commitment to quality, to safety.
Absolutely.
Using only the best materials.
It's just, I think it's fascinating how they've managed to take something as, seemingly mundane as car window repair.
Yeah.
And turned it into something that people are really excited about.
They have. They found a way to make it, more than just a transaction.
Right, exactly.
It's an experience, and people appreciate that.
And it's a good reminder, that even in this day and age, there's still a place for those local, trustworthy businesses that make you feel like family.
Right. That human touch can make all the difference.
Where you feel like they genuinely care about you and your car.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, it's about more than just, getting your windshield fixed. It's about supporting businesses that align with our values.
Right. Exactly. And, it's funny. Yeah. Thinking about Auto Glass by Jerry, it really drives home that point that sometimes the best solutions are right in our own backyard.
They are. And you know what?
Yeah.
It's like, who knew that a deep dive into car window repair could be so insightful?
Right. Exactly.
But it really speaks to the fact that every business has a story to tell.
They do.
And when that story is rooted in, integrity and quality, a genuine desire to serve, it resonates with people on a whole other level.
It does, in a way that, like a flashy marketing campaign never could.
Right, exactly. You can't fake that kind of authenticity.
No, you can't. And it makes you wonder, in a world with so many options, how much more are we willing to pay for that personalized touch, for that local expertise, for that sense of community that a business like, Auto Glass by Jerry provides?
It's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
And I think ultimately it boils down to, what kind of world do we want to live in?
Right. Exactly.
Do we want to support businesses that cut corners and prioritize profit over everything else?
Right.
Or do we want to invest in businesses that, actually care.
That have integrity, that do things the right way.
Exactly.
Even when no one's looking.
Exactly. And I think Auto Glass by Jerry is a perfect example of a business that's doing things right.
Right.
And it's a good reminder that we have a choice.
We do.
We can choose to support businesses that reflect our values.
Exactly. And on that note, I think we'll wrap up this deep dive, leaving you with that thought.
I love it.
Sometimes the most unexpected journeys lead us to the most valuable insights.
Couldn't agree more.